Good evening, wonderful people. Today I came here to give you a small piece of project. This small piece of project, I'm going to build it using Flexbox. So stay with me in this video. I'm going to show you all the elements and the attributes and the properties to use it to build this small piece of project. This Flexbox is very powerful tools. By the end of this video, you'll be able to build your own small piece of project using Flexbox. Thank you so much for watching. Stay with me and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell buttons. Guys, today I have a small piece of project for you guys here. This small piece of project is called this project. So I'm going to build a small piece of project using Flexbox. So let me show you. Right now I am on my home screen. I'm going to create a file and name it as rename. Come on. I'm going to rename it as Flexbox 2. Let me say Flexbox 1 because part 2 is coming. So this Flexbox 1, I'm going to drag it and drop it on a editor. Now you can feel free to use any kind of editor. You can edit, you can use Atom, you can use Sublime Text, you can use Visual Studio Code. Right now I'm using Visual Studio Code. I just drag it and drop it inside the Visual Studio Code. Now I'm going to create a file called index.html. Now I have index.html. I'm going to create another file called style.css. I'm going to create another folder called img where I'll be putting my img files. So inside my html, I'm going to generate my boilerplate. So I have now my boilerplate. I'm going to give a title. Let me say Flexbox 1. And now we got that. I'm going to link my style.css. I'm going to link my style.css to my HTML. Now those tools are linking together. Now what next? Before I started in this bottom here, this place border you are seeing here, this body here you are seeing, it is the place where we're going to be working. We're going to spend much of our times spending building this Flexbox project. So right now, before I go further, I will show you exactly what we are going to be building. So this is the file that we will be building. Let me show you the finished version of the file. Let me open it here and then let's view it on this browser. Okay. Okay. This is the browser that we are going to be viewing. You see, this is the project that we will be doing. This is the project that we will be building at the end of this course. You see how it is. This is the pizza. We have here heading and we have here another subheadings. We have here paragraph. We have here details about the pizza and we have the price. So this is the little piece of project we are going to build using Flexbox. Flexbox is a very powerful tool. If you know Flexbox, you are ready to do many responsive works with Flexbox because Flexbox comes with responsive design. So this project is going to help you how to work with Flexbox. At the end of this project you will know how to really do it. So I'm going to show you, this is the finished version. Now let's continue with our own how to build it. So now right now I'm in my HTML. Before I go to HTML, I need to go to my browser and then collect what is called Google Fonts. If I collect Google Font, I need to import it inside my CSS. Now I say Google Font. Open the first link. If I open the first link, I'm going to search Roboto. This is the Google Fonts. I'm going to add it on my CSS. Just hit the plus icon, hit here, and then you're going to have two options. The first one is standard one. the one that you can copy this link and put it on your HTML file. The second one is the CSS. Now I'm going to use the second one to import it inside my CSS. I'll copy it and go to my CSS folder and then drop it right here. When I do that, I'm now going to generate the normal setup. I'll say my margin, I say 0. I will say my padding, I will also set it to 0. I will say box, sizing, I will say border box. Tab, we are done with that. Now these two files are linking. Now the first step I'm going to do, I'm going to my HTML to show you exactly how we are going to start building this project. Now I'm in my HTML file. Inside my body tag, that's where we will be spending most of our time. This is where we are going to build our project. Now I'm going to use an HTML elements called figure. I'm going to give him a class called pizza. I'm going to give him a class called pizza. So inside this pizza, I'm going to have a div with a class called hero. Let's say pizza hero. So inside this pizza hero is going to contain an img, that is an image, and this image is going to have a source. So inside right now there's no image in our source, but I will show you a website where you can go into this website and download an image of a pizza. So the name of an website is called Oplas. This website is very good. They have many free products. You know, developers, we the developers, we like free things. So this is, let me write pizza. You're going to see a whole bunches of pizza. Just scroll down and select the best that we want to put. In my previous project, I select the pizza. I'm going to select the same pizza so that you can see exactly the finished version that I show you, because we are building that using the Flexbox. Down. Come on, where are you? Ta-da! It's here. This is the pizza we're going to download. So we download this and go to my folder, remove it from download folder. So let me minimize this. I'm going to put it here. Now it's in my HTML folder, but I need to move it to put it inside my img folder. You say move? Yes, move it. Now you see this is picture we have it in our folder. Now we are now in our source file. If you just do like this, you go into your img folder. Sorry, I've done some errors. You go into your img folder. What am I doing? img. Okay, let me just say img. Why am I not selecting this img? img. Okay, we now put it there. My alter is the name that is telling the screen readers that this is called pizza. So now we are going to give him a class called, let me see the class I'm going to give him. I'm going to give him a class called pizza img. I'm going to give him pizza img. So I need to close that. So that is my hero. So down inside the same figure, I'm going to have another div called pizza contain. That is where I'm going to put all my content inside pizza contain. Down after the pizza contain, I'm going to have another div called pizza price. PRICE pizza price. Now inside this pizza contain, I don't start working on that one first, but let me just put their content so that it is not going to show as empty inside this pizza price. I'm going to actually I'm going to put my I'm going to do like a pizza price. Let me say it's a $11. Actually, let me do zero because I'm in Europe. Okay, €11 99 cent. €11 99 cent. Am I using pounds? €11 99 cent. So that is my price of the pizza. So right now inside the content you have seen here, I didn't put there nothing because I'm going to work that in second part. So right now we're going to hit save and view this. Let me view it on the browser. So right now you see we have a large image and that is not styling yet. If you scroll down, you're going to see the content that we build and the price that we put it there. Because there's no CSS right now, it's really looking so crappy. But I'm going to style it right now in front of you. You will see how best we're going to handle this with CSS. CSS come for that. It's going to look like this. This is the picture right now you are seeing. This is the final version because right now here everything is figure with CSS and then now it's looking so nice, but in our own we didn't put any CSS. That's why it's looking so much ugly like this and the picture is too white. So I'm going to use CSS to style this properly just like the way you want it. Actually, let me just resize the browser, make it so small so that you can see exactly what we are working on. Let me resize it like this, close this window, I bring in this and open my editor. I'm going to browse, resize this editor also, go on my CSS. Now I'm going to start working on the CSS. Inside the CSS, I have already input that and I also generate the normal CSS setup, the margin 0, the padding 0, and I give him the box size of border box. And now I'm going to the body, the whole body of the HTML itself. I'm going to style it like this. Inside my body, I'm going to give him a color of this hearty color, hearts 444. Okay, now I give him a color. I'm going to give him a font size, no font family. This font family, I'm going to say Roboto. You remember this CSS we imported here, its name is called Roboto. Are you seeing here? We are going to put it here. This is why we imported inside our CSS file. I will now say Roboto. I now give him font family. I'm going to give him a background. I'm going to give him a background of linear gradient with a color of green. Let me see, the green color is hearts 67B 67B26F 26F. That's the green color. You see, it just generated there. Now, but I'm going to also give him another color called blue. I will say 4CA, 4CA. I say 4CA and then 2CD, 2CD. This is a blue color, but I'm going to drag this color to go all the way to down to bottom. Let me say to bottom. See, to bottom. Okay, we are done now with the background. If I hit save, you're gonna see the background there. It's already put in there, but the image is still big. You cannot see it. Let's continue building it. And then downstairs here, I will put another one called I'm gonna give you my height, the height of let me just give you 100 VH. I give you the height. Now I'm going to say display flex. This is where we started. Remember this word is a very powerful word. It's a very powerful attribute and property we are using. We're going to use another property called align item. We're going to align them to center. And we're going to say justify the contents inside this body to center. So we now align them and we justify the content in center. But I want you to understand only one thing here. This this aligned item that is center is an item that is talking about the cross axis. Let me write it so you can see. It's talking about the cross axis, while this other one is talking about the main axis. So you see, I want to leave space between them, main axis. You see, this is what it's talking about. This align item is going to send the all item in the center, but it's going to go cross the axis. What this order justify content is going to be like this. It's going to make your content to be centered in the main axis way, just like horizontal, just like vertical. Okay, let me remove the comment and let me continue going. So that is the whole of the body. I'm going to hit save. Yet still now nothing will change because we did not read to this image to size them. But now we are going to size this image, the whole of, now we are going to size the whole of this figure. Remember we gave him a class called pizza. The whole of this figure, we're going to resize it and give him a style about it so that it can look better. Now this is the finished version. We are here. We still now our image is too big because we didn't do anything, but now we're going to start another CSS that is called figure. Figure is the one that is holding the whole of this container. Everything is inside this figure. So let's resize it with using CSS. The class that we use there is called pizza. Okay, it's a pizza, and we're going to give a max weight. We're going to give a max weight of 800 pixel. It's a 800 pixel, and we're going to give him a border. We're going to give him a border radius of, we're going to give him a border radius, let's say 4 pixel. So don't worry about this WebKit border radius. It's an extension that I have installed in my Visual Studio Code. So this extension, it used to add this kind of this properties there because of the border radius. So it's an extension. With you can only add border radius and continue, it will still work. If you want it, you can download it with your favorite editor, the kind of editor that you are using. For me, I'm using Visual Studio Code. I download this extension called WebKit. So it's adding some WebKit for some browsers extension, some breakpoints in some different kind of phones. So this is why it is adding this. Now in the downstairs, I'm going to add another one called overflow. I'm going to say overflow as a hidden so that the image is not going to overflow so that we can see the box shadow that we're going to make. So I'm going to say another one, box shadow. In my box shadow, I'm going to give him a 0, 30 pixel, 80 pixel, 10 pixel, and then with a RGB, RGB. So inside this RGB, I'm going to say 0. Let me remove all the same. I'm going to say 0, comma, another 0, comma, another 0. Oops, okay. I give him 3 zeros. I'm going to say 0.2. This is the kind of black color is going to give us on our shadow color. This is how to generate it. Remember, this is very powerful tool. It's going to make it's going to give you a little bit shadow on the box there. So this is the color we are using. We are giving a 0, 30 pixel, 80 pixel, and 10 pixel. And then now I'm going to give him a display of what or magic word display. We're going to say flex as usual because we are doing Flexbox. The contents are going to be displayed in the flex mode, and we're going to say align item. We're going to center them again. Not this time around. Let's stretching them. Let's stretching the item because we are dealing with the main figure, the one that is containing everything. So now we are done with that. See, it is getting to go to somewhere as the image is also turning. This is the whole pizza that is containing the whole of the element you are seeing. So now we're going to another one. Now we're going to pizza hero. This pizza hero is a class that is containing this image. Now this big image, by the time I'm done with this pizza hero in CSS, you're going to see the image is going to resize it in a very nice way that like the finished version. So I'm going to say pizza hero. Now pizza hero, I'm going to give him a flex of I'm going to give him a flex of 0, 0, and I'll say 45%. Boom. Now that is 45%. I'm going to also add what? The img, our famous image class. It's called img. Remember, we give him the img class. Let me show you. Okay, this is the image, the pizza hero. Inside the pizza hero, we put an image and we give him a class called img. So this class, we are targeting it here. We're going to give him a weight of 100%. We're going to give him a weight of 100%, and also going to give him a display of block. Always all the image item, they should be displayed in a block in order to make a good rendering. As I save it, you see that we are getting to somewhere else. Now you see all the items, now they are aligned they are aligned it next to each other. This is the image. You see, this is the final version. Look at the final version here. We are having the content, everything, but now we are getting closer to the final version. This is where we are. This is our image. This is our content. This is the content, and it also the price. We're going to style everything. You're going to see it one by one. And now let me resize it. Where am I? We stop at the class called image, and we're going to the price one. Actually, before I go to the price one, let me style the content. This pizza content here. Let me class this so you can see this class content. Oh, I should say pizza content. Pizza content. So inside this pizza content, I'm going to style it here. I will say pizza content. Am I spelling it correctly? Pizza content. Let me see where I spell it correctly. Content. Content. Okay, here we go. Inside this pizza content, I'm going to give him a flex of 1. Look at the magic. Let me just show you here. Look at the magic that's going to happen. We're going to say flex of only 1. Save it, and then see, we're getting closer to there. From there, we're gonna say no, this is not the flex of 1. Of course, let me give him flex of 1, and then I'm going to give him a background color of let's give him a white color so you can see exactly what we're doing. White color. And then, but something is wrong. Something is wrong somewhere else. Maybe my HTML. Let me see, because I'm not seeing the content inside the. We have my content. Pizza content. I have my pizza fry. I have my pizza hero. I have a pizza. So let me see, what am I mixing? I'm mixing something here. Pizza content. Actually, let me copy this class. Maybe I misspelled it. Where am I? Of course, I misspelled it. That is why it's not going. See, this is the issue about coding. You see, now we have the white space here. If you misspell even a single one, you're going to run in an error just like I do because of this class name here. It is called pizza content, but I misspell it here. I put double X 3 times. I put there 3 Z's. So when I copy directly from here and I paste it there, it came. You can see here in our final version, We have an image, we have a content, we have a price. This is where we are styling this content. We give him a background of white color, and we give him a flex of 0, we give a flex of 1. Okay, now let me resize the browser so you can see exactly where we are continue working. And put this up so you can see. Okay, we are continuing on the pizza content. I'm going to give him a padding of I'm going to give him a padding of 35 pixel, 30 pixel. Yes, so padding is used to make it to be wide. You see, when I save it, the content is getting a little bit bigger because of the padding is giving him a 35 pixel, 30 pixel, and we have a background color of white, and we have a flex of 1. Now I'm going to give him another property called display, the famous one, display flex. Right now you're supposed to know the name. You see all the items are getting flex there. So we say I'm going to rule another one. Look at this one, flex duration. I'm going to say column. It's going to take effect when we add all the contents inside, but right now we don't add any content inside this content. We just write one word content, but by the end of this video there'll be content inside like this. That's going to be part 2 of this flex coming soon. So we are still continuing and going towards I'm going to this other class name called pizza price. So inside this pizza price is a class name. Actually, let me copy it so that you're not going to run into an error again. You say pizza price. Remember to put the dots. That's the rule of an HTML to tell the browser that we are collecting that class name. Okay, inside this pizza price, I'm going to give him a flex. I'm going to give him a flex of 0, 0. I'm going to give him also 50 pixel. When I've done that, I'm going to give him a 50 pixel. After 50 pixel, let me give him a background of, let me say a background of, let me also give him linear gradient. The bottom this time around is going to the bottom. Actually, let me copy it from here because it's the same color. I copied, but actually this is going to be bottom right. This is supposed to be bottom right. So this image is going to float from the bottom to the right one. So this other one is going to flow from top to bottom, to only bottom. So I save it. I show you how the image goes. You see the green one is floating from the top to the bottom. The bottom is the blue one, and the same thing I give it to the body is the same background I give it to the price also. You see the end of the price, the bottom that we mentioned there, it is blue. And then let me show you. We say to the bottom, you see the blue is last, and the same thing that we make it to the background color also of the body. I show you now. I say bottom to bottom right. You see this color here, and that is why all this color here is bottom right with blue. So let's continue building it. Where have we stopped with the name of the class? It's called the name of the class is called writing model. Now I'm going to give you this model. You see this writing, we are going to turn it vertically so that it can look better. I was going to give him a property called writing model. Let me use this one, vertical RL. So the wiki that extension I told you before has added another 2 properties. You don't mind if you don't have it, because I'm using different ID or different compiler, different for you. Now I'm gonna give him a color of white. Let me give him a color of white, and then I'm going to give you another font size. Let's just give him the font size. Let me say 18 pixel is better. See, 18 pixel is better. And then I'm going to give him a display of, let's say display of flex. So display, let me say flex, display flex. I'm going to give him another align item. I'm going to align all my items in center. I'm going to align my item in center, and I'll give him a justify content of center. Now hit save. You see a magic stone here. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? All what we have been doing, we have been doing a flex of 0, and we give him a flex of another 0, and then we give him 50 pixel. That's why the items are flexing. And then we give him a background of two colors, that is the green here from the top button to the right, to the down button here. And then we give him another writing way in order to flex this writing. You know, before the writings were like this horizontally, so now we make them in vertically like this. So to make that, there's a property called writing module. You remember we say writing module and say we say vertically now. So we're now going to give him another color. We give him that color of white. That's why the writings of these numbers are on the white. And now we give him a font size of 18 pixel, and we say display flex. They will be displayed in the box like flex, and I align them in center, and I will just also justify them in center. Now we're going to continue into another class. So we are done with this right now. We are going to another place called content. Now look where we are. This is where we are. Inside the figure, we have three layouts. The first layout is the image. The second layout is the content, and the third layout is the price. So the next video that I supposed to be putting in few minutes time is going to be Flexbox 2. Remember, we are in Flexbox 1. This is our final version. It's now remain for us to style this and to build this in our HTML to make it final version. It's remain for only this content. Now we are here, we done this, now we are left with the content. So I'm going to see you in the next video to do the content. It's going to look like exactly like this. Always remember the properties that we are using. Flexbox is very powerful. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time with more videos. Goodbye.